How to convert your Samsung Galaxy S4 or S3 smartphone into a dual SIM phone in a matter of minutes. The process is quite simple, as you'll see here. You're using the MagicSIM Elite kit. This is for the S3 Galaxy and this is for the Galaxy S4. Today we're using the Galaxy S4, so let's just try and see how you do that. First things first, take the back off your Galaxy, and inside the MagicSIM pack you'll find the adapter itself plus a very nicely structured user manual, which gives all the details of how you can do your conversion. Pop open the bag, which are always more fiddly than you can imagine. And the key thing here is to make sure that you have it the right way up. So it has the contacts at the top, I don't know if you can see that, and the SIM itself slides into the top here, and that's how it goes into the unit. Take the battery out of the phone, and of course with the S4 we're using a micro SIM. So place the micro SIM over the top of the adapter, and you'll see actually very cleverly there's a cut at the top here to show you which way to put this micro SIM, and very gently push both of these, and they will fit into the micro SIM adapter, making sure they're aligned nicely, and just push them in until you hear the click. And that's it. That means that's in. Your second SIM, this is a standard SIM obviously, goes in the top, and again if you look closely there's a cut on this left edge here to show you how to insert the SIM properly. Contacts down, and just very carefully push that again until that cut lines up with the SIM, and that's it. Insert the battery into the compartment and then replace the case. I'd recommend you replace the case starting at this edge. It will fit. The back plate is flexible enough to cope with the adapter in there. That's it, and then just switch on. Now while you're waiting for the phone to do its boogie, you can have a quick shufty at the instructions. These instructions cover a multitude of phones, including iPhone 3s up to iPhone 5, 4, and let me see, and different types of products. One of the key parts of it is this part here, which says SDK menu, which shows you what to do when the software boots into action. So let's see. Right, we're booted. Now the first thing you'll see is that the phone is operating perfectly normally. There's a signal bar there, but if we go into apps, we'll see a new menu option called dual SIM. Press dual SIM and there are your all the controls for your dual SIM phone. SIM 1, I've actually changed the name on that to 002. You can actually put the phone number of that SIM in there and the phone number of that SIM just by hitting edit and then clicking on the the phone. So if you want to put a number in there, again, you'll get the phone number in there if you want to put that. These other options are explained in the documentation, but basically this is hide, which removes your voicemail from your second SIM, which they don't recommend you actually activate. This 2SIM online means you can have the SIMs switch automatically after a period of time. So you can have the first SIM working for half an hour, then go 10 minutes onto the second SIM, and then back onto the first SIM, etc. And so you don't have to manually switch. Language is obvious. Dual mode we'll come to in a second, but that relates to a different way of accessing the two SIMs. So at the moment we do have the manual one. So we're on SIM 1. Just to prove to you that everything's working fine, we'll just do a quick call.
At the third stroke.
So that's SIM 1 working perfectly well. Now to switch, and you'll see it's taking a little while to do it, and you'll see the asterisk there. Now, one of the key things is that it takes a while for the new SIM to lock in, and the way you'll be able to tell is you'll get a notification on the front which will ask you what kind of SIM you have in there, and that'll say that will be the indication of you're actually on that SIM. Up until then, if you try to do anything, there it is. If you try to do anything, it will say network not, some sort of network error. I'll show you again in a second. No, we obviously went a bit too early there. Let's just try that again.
Time from BT will be...
There you go, that's the second SIM working. Now let me show you what happens if you do it too early. It'll change to SIM 1. The asterisk hasn't moved yet. You have to make sure that you see the asterisk actually move. Right, it's actually moved, so we've done the switch. But if you go too early to try and make the call, this is what happens. Not registered on network. It takes, see now it tells you that you're ready to go. It's a matter of allowing the system to log in properly. Again, I'm trying to call too early, so if I leave it a few more seconds, say 15 to 20 seconds, I would imagine. Yeah, there you go. So we're now on SIM 1 again.
Time from BT will be...
Well, that's the basic function of the MagicSIM Elite dual SIM package. As you can see, it does work. It's quite efficient. You just have to be a little bit patient on the switchover. There is another mode called the dual mode, which allows you to, if you press 007, you go into this mode which gives you the ability to change the SIM by dialing a code, 001 for the first SIM and 002 for the second SIM. I'm not switching into it and demoing it now because it doesn't really work on the Samsung S4, and I haven't found it reliable even on the S3 when we tried it on the S3. So unfortunately this is not as advisable as possible. The basic mode running with this menuing system does work. And efficiently. One useful thing you can do is to go to your Google Play Store and add an app called MultiSIM, which I've added onto this handset. And what that does is it gives you the ability to add icons to each of the SIMs. And so at the top here, if you look in the notification bar, you can tell which SIM is actually working at any one time. There is actually a function, a widget function with this, so you can actually change SIMs using the widget function. But again, I haven't found that to be reliable with this handset, so I can't recommend that. But if we see how it works, again, we'll just switch SIMs. I'm now changing from SIM 1 to SIM 2. SIM 1 is Vodafone, SIM 2 is a Vodafone clone, but I've given them different icons in the top And so if you look at the notification bar, I hope you can see that from where you are, you'll see the icons just changed. That still doesn't mean that the phone is ready to use. However, you'll still need to leave it a good 10 to 20 seconds before you make a call. There you go. That's come up to tell me that it's officially changed, the network's registered, and now you leave it another couple of seconds, 5 to 10 seconds, and you should be able to make that call on the new SIM.
5
Yeah,
and
there
50
you go.
seconds.
So that's on the new SIM. So combined with multi-SIM, that's quite cool. When I assume they'll update multi-SIM so that it will do the switching automatically, because when it does work with this handset, you'll be able to do something quite cool, because you'll be able to add a widget, a multi-SIM widget, which is here, which will actually let you switch automatically. That's the MagicSIM in 007 mode. You select that up, and then when you press the widget button, it will switch automatically and do everything necessary. As I said, unfortunately, it doesn't work at the moment on this setup. The phone's probably too new, but one assumes they'll update the software and the firmware to allow you to do that. So you'll be able to just switch SIMs by pressing that widget, and then it'll be a toggle. So that's it. That's the MagicSIM Elite to turn your Samsung Galaxy S4 or S3 into a dual SIM phone. As you see, it works. It's efficient. It's not obviously dual SIM, dual standby, which is one of the cool features of some of the Chinese clones, which manage to keep two SIMs running simultaneously for calls and texting in and out and 3G and everything. But it's a pretty good approximation if you want to have a work and a domestic SIM in your phone at any one time, or indeed if you're abroad and you need to switch between SIMs quite quickly and easily without having to take one out and put another one in. Here you go, MagicSIM Elite. As ever, if you've enjoyed this video, please like it and share it and subscribe to our channel, and we'll be forever grateful. Thanks very much. Bye.